All right, so in the astral realm, people are being kidnapped. People are being kidnapped because the astral realm is involving two chakras, two energy centers, the solar plexus and the sacral. The sacral is not supposed to be there. The astral experience is not really supposed to affect the sacral. The sacral, of course, is pertaining to directly to sexuality. Now, to link these in the astral realm together, which is what happens on the dark side energetically in the subconscious realm. This is why you get the vampiric realms. It's coming from the an attack on the sacral energy taking place in the astral realm. The astral realm, what connects you, the cord, as they say, the silver cord, that's connected to the solar plexus. In the astral realms, you're guided by your soul. Once you understand more, you'll realize that you're being guided by your mind. But for when you're first starting initially, your first outer body experience or any kind of lucid dream, your soul is usually what senses things. You're moving around using your soul really as a compass. Now you can feel where to go and you can feel if the dream is off. Even if it feels like reality, you can feel something in the details that doesn't make it quite real. And in the beginning stages, you wake up. But with a lot of indigo children and a lot of other empaths, some of them have the ability to stay in that dream, change that dream, and even if they wake up, go back to sleep and return to that dream. It just depends on how deeply you think about something. Not necessarily how long, but how deep. If you take these things to heart, like the scriptures say about Mary, Jesus' mother, after every event, that she was taking things directly into the subconscious, she would treasure these things in her heart, the heart space. That's like the quickest entrance that'll get you into the astral realms. But essentially, it's going to be a soul thing and understanding that the sacral is displaced. Because otherwise, you don't want subconscious lust going on. That'll be a monster running wild, running rampant. That'll be a rabid dog right there. Anything pertaining to lust like that ought to be fully conscious. Because if it's not conscious, how could it be consensual? So the interesting thing is, with everything being like torn apart, so to speak, the astral realm is now in the 3D waking world. And this is why you got a lot of different expressions of music, the way you hear it, a lot of different art and movies and stuff. Things are just becoming more ramped up because the subconscious and the conscious world, not only are they crossing over, but it's almost like they're holding hands, dancing, and then stepping back, switching places like in reverse. Like the subconscious might be coming in from left field and the conscious coming in from right field. They meet in the middle, right here at the crease, at the Christos, at the Christ between two thieves, hug, spin around, and then next thing you know, the conscious mind is exiting on the right side, going over to the right brain. And the subconscious is, you know what I mean, passing over from left to right, and conscious mind is passing over from right to left. You understand? They call it, what is it? Is it cross hemisphere phenomenon? It is a phenom. And again, the video on the short on spiritual androgyny will kind of give you a shortcut to this brain hemisync type of rewiring, for lack of better words. I wanted to use the CIA term there, to sync up the two hemispheres of your brain where your creativity and your logic are both on the same page. What does this look like in the energetic body? Where your mind and your heart agree on something, where your mind is like, this looks right, and your heart is saying, let's do it. Or your heart is saying, this feels right, and your mind is saying, makes sense to me. Harmony. But again, you get these different roadblocks and potholes and unnecessary speed bumps inside that Kundalini path. So whenever you're meditating, keep this in mind, because that's an instant astral realm portal. Anytime you're deep in thought, meditating, contemplative, these are immediate gateways. So keep your when it comes to sacral, charge that energy up with the desire to achieve whatever your aim is, instead of it just being lust running wild, because the vampires will take it, and you don't know who Lilith might pass it off to. So if you give it over to like her and Asmodeus and those guys, you don't know what those particular entities are gonna do with it. So if you want to have complete stewardship over it, and you don't want to lease out different parts of your soul like that, then I would suggest that you go into meditation using your sacral energy to motivate your soul. Like your soul feels what's right, but you letting your sacral, your center of desire, that energetic center, you're letting that be like a cheerleader. So it's like a pep rally. The soul is the star. The soul is the sun. That's the star. But you're allowing the sacral, the orange area, you're allowing that to be the cheerleader. Even in some instances, the fire. You know what I mean? That's why the sacral is orange and the solar is yellow. The sun when it's at noon versus the sun when it sets. So protect yourself on this information superhighway and this energetic superhighway, because just like you see with the crash outs and the mass soul walkouts, there's a lot of people that's just zoned out behind the wheel of life. And they can get any and everybody on that Kundalini highway hurt.